Have you ever found yourself lying awake, wondering, does he miss me? Does he secretly want me back? That kind of thought can grip you out of nowhere, in the middle of the night, during a quiet walk, or right after seeing something that reminds you of him. And if you're watching this on MindShiftMakers, it's probably because your heart is still searching for clarity. You're not alone. This confusion, this emotional roller coaster of guessing whether someone still cares, it's real and it's exhausting. Because men don't always make their intentions clear. Sometimes their behavior is a puzzle. He shows up randomly, says something that sounds innocent, but leaves you thinking for hours afterward. Was that just friendly, or was there something more? Here's what we know on MindShiftMakers. When a man secretly wants you back, he's not going to admit it outright. Instead, he'll express it in ways so subtle, so easily missed, that unless you're really paying attention, you won't catch it. But trust me, these signs speak louder than any confession. One of the most common? The check-in texts. You know the ones. Hey, just thought I'd check in. Or, you popped into my mind. Hope you're doing okay. They sound harmless, almost sweet, but they're not random, not even close. These texts are calculated. They're his way of reaching out without risking too much. Because behind that short message is a whole storm of emotions. He's still invested. He still thinks about you. But he doesn't want to look desperate or get rejected. So he plays it cool, pretends it's casual. But why now? Why this timing? Because maybe he saw your story. Or maybe a memory flashed through his mind. Or maybe he just felt that tug, that ache, that only someone who's still emotionally attached feels. And so, he reaches out. On MindShiftMakers, we always remind you to read between the lines. If he's texting more than he did near the end of the relationship, especially during emotionally heavy times, like late nights, holidays, or the anniversary of something you shared, that's not by accident. He's trying to re-establish a connection, but he's doing it safely. He wants you to open the door without having to knock too loudly. The tricky part? You start to wonder, why would he message me if he didn't want something more? You start hoping, and just like that, you're emotionally pulled in again. Here's what you need to ask yourself, and this is something we push hard here on MindShiftMakers. Are you ready to open that door again? Or are you just craving closure? His messages aren't just friendly. They're a temperature check. He wants to know, are you still warm enough for me to walk back in? Now let's talk about the second thing he'll do, self-improvement. And I don't mean casual improvements. I mean noticeable, in your face, you can't miss it transformation. He's working out, posting deep quotes, updating his wardrobe, maybe even picking up that hobby you always encouraged. And why? Because suddenly he's realized that he's being watched by you. This isn't about a sudden burst of personal growth. This is a signal, a rebranding, a visual reminder to you that he's not the guy who hurt you or disappointed you. He's the guy who could have been right for you if only. The timing? Never random. If you've posted about moving on, or if he senses someone else might be in your life, boom, here come the updates. He's trying to get your attention without saying a word. He remembers the things you wished he'd become. The way you used to say, I just wish you'd be more open, or I wish you'd take care of yourself. He's banking on the idea that if you see this new version of him, more focused, more emotionally in tune, you'll start second-guessing. This is where the MindShiftMakers message becomes crystal clear. Don't fall for the surface-level glow-up. Real change is deeper. It's consistent. It doesn't just show up when he feels like he's losing you. It shows up when no one's watching. If he truly wanted to grow, he would have done it for himself, not for your approval, not as bait.